57, בוא.
The rules.
עירוי.
Hmm?
עירוי.
Irui.
וניפור.
Irui. The rules relating to the prohibition against cooking are relaxed in the cases of a kli shlishi and pouring from a kli sheni.
כן. כן, דין דבר שבא מגושים. סליד.
Midrushim.
גושים וסליד.
Nevertheless, there are halakhic authorities who tell that one should not pour the contents of a kli sheni having a temperature of 45 degrees or more over a raw egg, unboiled tea leaves, or food such as herring, which is so heavily salted that it cannot be eaten without rinsing, nor should be. Put these items into a kli sheni having like
More slowly, because I want to check what you say. Clear something was very easy cooked, like
raw egg,
or
tea,
egg or fish. Fish, what
herring.
Herring fish, because herring fish is because the salt makes it soft.
melucha.
Makes it soft. Makes it soft, so a little hot water can make it. I can't tell you the tea leaves. I tried. I made the test.
Okay.
I don't let any case. Hot water
Did nothing.
made something in the leaves.
A kli sheni.
I tried this fish also.
כן, אבל זה אפילו זה בעיה או לא?
בעיה. He say also, this I tell you better not to do it. So if you want to eat Shabbos, prepare before Shabbos.
Okay.
We made so. We cooked every Friday the tea and we use only the essence. This is the best way to prepare before Shabbos. He say another way, but another way also don't like it. He say if you pour hot water before Shabbos, it's like cooked. I'm afraid it's also help. Tea leaves, I tried. I put in the cold water, I put in liquid. I see how much more the water is much more come out from the leaves. So I'm afraid that even I pour hot boiled water Friday, I don't like it to the Shabbos again.
Solids such as potatoes.
It's herring means, you know what means herring. Because when you come in the boral, you saw in your life a herring in the boral.
The bottle.
In the boral, they come in a big boral, the herring fish come in a boral, full salt, full salt, because it is not edible only when you wash it. Because you say, even if, but in cold water you made to do it. You say not to put in the third vessel also. You say egg, tea leaves, or herring. You're right, yes. So the next paragraph.
Solids such as potatoes, peas or meat or whole beans which have a temperature of at least
Chunt, regular chunt. This
chunt.
is the chunt. Sometimes it became cold and you want to make with a little horem, you pour boiled water, you're made to do it.
45 degrees centigrade should be
Not
treated
depend.
clearish.
No, here when you take out the chunt and you want to put salt on this, be careful.
The what?
Salt.
I don't put salt on any food on Shabbat.
Yeah.
כי שמעתי, מישהו אמר לי עכשיו הם לא מברשים את המלח. אני ניסיתי למצוא באינטרנט, אבל לא ראיתי דבר כזה.
כתוב, המלח היה כתוב שמלח היום מבשלים, ואני הייתי, I was very wondering why I needed to cook it.
But they just try it with to get the water out, the salt water.
No, salt water is not, they put it in the sun.
Hmm?
Well, in the past, how they made the salt?
In the past they put it in the sun, now they do it mechanically.
It could be because in the past it was clear. Salt wasn't cooked. Salt was water pool from sea water pool, and it became dry and there was sink the salt on the floor.
I read not all salt, but some was they put it inside this cylinder, and they heat it up, and the water evaporates.
This is cooked.
And after that they add chemicals and everything.
The good is because this is cold.
But not all of it. They still do the sun drying somewhere, and with that's why I don't know now what to do with salt. So I don't put salt in food.
You tried in the internet to check?
I tried, but it's very complicated. I don't understand it. I need to know. He had the person who told me he said he saw an article where they explained how it's done today, and he said they don't cook it at all.
There was in the past. Now you're right. Maybe they take the water in the vessel and make this hotter and so we get salt.
Even then, there's difference between sea salt, and they make those big chunks of salt. There's different methods of making this, so it's very complicated. I don't know what to do. So I don't put salt in food. He said what he does is he cooks it at home, but it kills the chemicals, so it becomes lumpy.
Nobody can cook it at all. They add now chemicals so it's not glued together. Because salt themselves is natural salt, you can include.
And that's what happens when you cook it. The chemical.
Nobody will do it.
Okay. This is so. Even if the solids have been put into a kalishani or into klishvishi, since they store the heat within themselves.
Yeah. Now you can don't put spices or butter or cucumber or melech shulchan. You say here, you see, because look what you say. You say here.
Me?
You may put salt. Why? You say you may put salt. Ketchup also you say. Oh, you say because now the salt is be cooked, so we know. So, no. Bishul, Aharafia. I say also ketchup you made to put, because it is also be cooked.
That's good. Okay. The mustard?
Mustard, they say not to do, because you don't know if it's cooked or not. Maybe it's also cooked, but I can't tell you. It say only tamlin, it don't say which spices. So don't put spices. Which I don't know. Could be the mustard, maybe I believe it's be cooked because it's like, how you say this, like pasta, like ointment. It's not nature mustard. There was work about it. All the easy way to do, to cook it. But I don't know, better. I don't want to tell you because you must check it. But no, continue.
Consequently, one should not pour cold soup onto a piece of hot meat in a plate. Put a piece of hot meat into a plate or cold soup. Put butter or seasoning onto hot potatoes. Nor place pickled gherkin or uncooked salad or hot meat on kuchen.
Cucumber. What you
It says here gherkin. It's a low cucumber. It's a gherkin.
No,
So-
cucumber. Chinese are written cucumber. Sour cucumber.
Nevertheless, one may put salt on hot food, and there are those who rule that tomato ketchup, which is cooked during the manufacturing process, may be poured onto hot meat. Klishani, oshlishi.
No, Klishani also, this is, it says not different.
Okay, yes,
because it's
Klishani.
cooked, because it's cooked. It's cooked.
Cooking food which has been baked, fried, or roasted. Sali. Oh.
This barbecue.
In general, as we have seen, the prohibition against cooking does not apply to an already fully cooked solid. It is, however, forbidden to cook something which has previously been baked, fried, or roasted. Likewise, one may not bake, fry, or roast something even if it has previously been cooked or boiled. Thus, it is not permitted to put bread, cookies, or matzot into a kli rishon or kli sheni containing hot soup, tea, or the like, nor to pour the contents of a kli rishon onto them. For the purposes of this paragraph, there are grounds for treating a ladle or spoon which has been dipped
I
in
want to say, yes, ladle is, but it's only when you take soon, not the ladle what you left in the pot. This is because our debate, or another debate about the ladle. So in this case, you made to go up to the linear meaning. Because of the debate.
In Matan Macher.
Well, you say you made to put after, if you take the ladle from the soup, from the pot to the soup, to the plate, you made to put bread or curd. בשר מבושל.
Cooked meat without gravy may not be placed on the lid of a pot standing on the fire, since it will now roast in the dry heat.
I'm not sure that you're right. You're right theory, but in fact, never became so.
Food which has been deep fried in oil is treated, for the purpose of the rule in paragraph 59, as if it has been cooked in water. Consequently, noodles which have been fried in oil or ready to serve soup, almonds may be put into a kli rishon, provided that it is not standing on the fire.
Because you say it's not like fry. Fry is more dry, not cooked. Say deep oil It's like cooking in water. So he said not a difference between water and oil. If you free, but in a again, when you say I forgot what you put eggs plate not plate.
Frying pan?
Pen is something else. I say it make a difference between deep fry or dry fry. This is with a little oil.
Consequently, noodles which have been fried in oil or ready to serve soup almonds may be put into a clear rishon, provided that it's not standing on
Not the fire, yes, getting. He said because this is what his decision. Something what was fried in deep oil.
Is it always deep fried, these soup nuts? It's
In
never...
the factory, oil made it. Deep fry.
Toasting bread or making it into rusks is forbidden because even if the bread is not near enough to the fire to scorch, its texture will change and it will harden.
This is a little homework because you don't make a new nothing new. Only you make this dry. You don't cook it more. Toast, when you make toast, I don't know why he decided it's forbidden. By me, it's not so sure, but I will do after what he say. But I don't know why.
Leaving pots on the fire before Shabbat.
This is very important, halakhot.
Many fine distinctions are made in the rules about leaving pots on the fire before Shabbat. To avoid problems, it is best to make sure that before Shabbat the pot is placed on the fire, which is covered in the manner described earlier, that the contents of the pot, whether solid or liquid, have previously been fully cooked or boiled. It is permissible to leave a pot or urn even on an uncovered fire before Shabbat if one does not wish to replace the pot on the fire after removing it on Shabbat and the contents of the pot are at least half cooked, or if there is no other possibility, 1/3 cooked before Shabbat, or if one wishes to leave the urn on the fire without removing it during the whole of Shabbat and the water inside is heated to a temperature of at least 45 degrees centigrade before Shabbat.
Yes, but to say better to put earlier because so will be boiled. Okay.
In these two cases, it is, however, preferable to place the pot or the urn on the uncovered fire considerable time before the commencement of Shabbat, no?
See, what do you question? What's your problem?
Okay.
You say better to do it before Shabbat. So will be full cooked. You put a long time before Shabbos, will be complete boil.
Wrapping pots to keep them warm. Chatmana. It will be seen from the following paragraphs that in determining whether or not one is allowed to keep pots warm by wrapping them up, one distinguishes between wrapping before Shabbat and wrapping on Shabbat, between wrapping which results in an increase in the temperature and wrapping which merely preserves the existing heat, between wrapping a kli rishon and wrapping a kli sheni, and between wrapping a pot containing food whose temperature is 45 degrees centigrade or more, and wrapping a pot containing food whose temperature is less than 45 degrees.
Yes.
On Shabbat, it is forbidden to wrap a pot of food on all sides in order to keep it warm, even if the wrapping does not bring about any increase in the temperature and the food is fully cooked. One is not permitted even before Shabbat commences to wrap a pot of food in order to keep it warm on Shabbat in such a way that the temperature will increase. For example, by wrapping a cloth around a pot which is standing on a flame, even though it's covered, or on an electric blade. A pot of food may be kept warm by wrapping it if this is done before Shabbat and the wrapping does not cause an increase in temperature but merely preserves the existing heat, as when a cloth is wrapped around a pot which is not on the fire, even if it's standing on another steaming hot pot, so long as the latter is not itself standing on the fire and is losing heat all the time. The prohibition against wrapping applies in general to any method of keeping a container of food warm by completely covering it on all sides, no matter with what substance, even with other food. Thus, one may not heat an unopened can of
So,
food.
the baby bottle,
Then, have to leave it a little.
yes, you're not allowed to cover with water.
The prohibition against wrapping is not applicable, and one may consequently wrap a pot of food, even on Shabbat, to keep it warm, whether or not it is standing on the fire, if the following three conditions are all satisfied. Either the pot is not covered on all sides, or the material with which the pot is covered or into which it is inserted does not touch it on all sides. The food is fully cooked. 3. It has not completely cooled off, or it is a solid. Accordingly, one is allowed to put the pot into a metal box standing on the fire, since even if the box is closed, it is not in contact with the walls of the pot on all sides. For the use of hot water to heat a bottle of milk for a child season. A pot containing fully cooked food, which was wrapped in a permissible manner prior to Shabbat, may be uncovered and then recovered. Recovered if the covering has come off by itself. Recovered with other warmer cloths, and covered with additional cloths. What's the permission?
Because not touch the vessel by himself. But not touch the vessel by himself is permitted to do. You made to close from outside, so you keep the warm. Even you keep the warm, so you put in a box and you heat the box. You made to do it because it's not up the vessel by himself.
They have these pot-shaped styrofoam things they put the pot in. Are they okay?
If not touched, they can.
And if it touches, is it enough if you put it in but you don't put the lid? You don't cover it on top?
No, better not to do, because other way it is. Our opinion in halacha is forbidden. Even you wrap a little. This is at more than mixers, but don't want to very mixers, other bases. Don't do it. In case of need, one may on Shabbat wrap even a clear rishon to keep the food inside warm, so long as the temperature of the food is less
than 45 degrees, and the wrapping is done in such a way that it retains the heat but does not increase it.
What is it?
Increase?
What?
Le'asov.
Huh?
Le'esov. To add to the heat. Increase. Decrease is to go lower. Increase is to
no.
make higher. Even on Shabbat, one may transfer food from a kli rishon into a kli sheni and then wrap it in a manner which does not increase the heat. Consequently, if the flame goes out on Shabbat and one is afraid that the food on the stove will become too cold, one may keep it warm by emptying it into another pot which one then wraps in cloth. לא מבין.
Why not?
Cliche.
No, because the prohibition is only the first part. If you transfer to another part, this by himself making it cold. This shows that you don't so care about to be hot, or you don't care so much. Because if you transfer to another vessel, this by himself makes this cold.
One may fill a thermos with hot water from a kli rishon on Shabbat, provided one ensures that the thermos is completely dry inside before filling. Although its purpose is to retain heat, a thermos is treated as kli sheni. It is similarly permitted to fill a hot water bottle on Shabbat to warm one's bed, so long as the inside of the bottle is perfectly dry. Are you allowed to use electric blankets on Shabbat?
What is it?
It's כמו, קודם הם השתמשו את הבקבוקים של מים חמים in beds. Oh.
Yes.
Nowadays you have an electric one. It's like a blanket, but it has a little...
What happened? Catastrophe happened at that time. It was fire. Came fire from this. Okay, this you made to use it. Why not? If the electric was open before Shabbos.
Mm-hmm. Or with a timer.
Also, yes.
It is similarly permitted to fill a hot water bottle on Shabbat to warm one's bed so long as the inside of the bottle is perfectly dry. The application of a hot water bottle to a part of the body for the relief of pain.
This is a problem, another halacha. Not every medicine you make to do Shabbos.
Okay. But if you can do this in any case.
No. For medicine, the reason is not.
So if you just want a warm bed, it's fine?
Only if our permission to do it. A sick man make to do it. But if you are healthy or only healthy, you're not sick, then it's forbidden to do it. Isurat Mana.
The prohibition against keeping food warm by wrapping, it applies in 3 sets of circumstances. If a receptacle containing food is completely wrapped in, covered by or put inside any article of material such as a cloth, blanket or a pillow, if food which is not inside any receptacle is completely wrapped in, covered by or put inside any article or material other than food, as could be done in the case of a boiled egg,
Okay, you say the egg is not in the pot. Even you put the egg by himself, is forbidden to wrap it. You say even it's not in a vessel. You take eggs and you want to wrap it, to keep it, the hot, yes? You wrap it. You see it's forbidden, even it's not there in the vessel. The egg by himself was warm.
Who wraps an egg?
You want to keep it being hot.
So you just...
You take, cooked egg, the cooked egg.
Yeah.
ביצה קשה, hard cooked egg. You want to keep the hot, you're not allowed to cover with something, cover.
Yeah. If a receptacle containing food is put into other food in such a way that it's completely covered.
But you made to put food inside the other food, like meat, in the chunt, the cold meat, if you want to make more hot, the cold meat you put it in the chunt, you made to do it.
Cold, but cooked.
Cooked, yes.
But it's in Kli Shani?
No?
Rishon?
Rishon also, because it's fully cooked.
But it says not so that
Any
it
sur not our forbidden to wrap in food by food.
But it says...
Even if his intention to make this grease more hot. Because this you may put piece meat was very cold, but it was fully cooked. You may have to put in the chunt or in the soup.
Ah, good. Ah.
This happens very often, you can do it. This case, often case, well, in the chunt you want to make the chicken, you take the chunt plate, you want to put the chicken what you need to eat. You took out the chicken from the frigidaire, it's cold, you put it, you want to make it, you made to do it, even you cover it on every side.
A Kli Shani containing hot food may be stood in another vessel containing cold water in order to cool it down, even if as a result the cold water may be warmed up slightly. This may not, however, be done with a Kli Rishon, nor with a hot solid, not in a receptacle, even if this would not warm up the cold water. Rama? Ice cubes may be put in the water or in another liquid to cool it down, even though the ice will melt.
Kli Shani you're forbidden to do, if you...
No allowed.
No. Cold water, the regular water you put. It's not cooked. Because it's not cooked. The water is not cooked. You want to make this hot.
Yeah.
It's forbidden to put it in the Kli Rishon. Because we scare maybe it's cooked.
Well, he says something else here. Nevertheless, one is not permitted to put ice into an empty cup with the object of drinking it when it has melted. That's not allowed.
This is allowed. This is allowed, yes. You may put because this word anal, soon it melted in the water, it became anal.
But here he says you can put it inside the hot food.
What?
Ice cube. But the Rav said no.
No,
Ah!
You
Okay, now then I...
When you drink summer, you put ice ball in the liquid, no?
Okay.
In the drinks, you don't see what we do in the summer. We could take
ice
ice balls.
Put it in the cold water. I misunderstood.
That's what they say. You may take ice balls to put in the cup. Even will be melted, but by himself not, because it's noilad. This is noilad. This is forbidden. If you want to drink. Don't, sure. נלך